Looks like we might have some local roadworks. We'll wait and see. Not really sure what this guy's doing. Dodgy U-turn by the looks of it. Oh my gosh. There's a car rolled over. Oh my gosh. There's a car completely flipped over. There we go. And one's inbound. Well, that wasn't something you'd expect to see on a standard suburban road. Just as I was coming out of our area, I noticed a truck do a turn, and I wondered why, and looked around the corner, and a car had actually flipped over onto its roof. There was quite a number of people there, so I didn't see the sense in going there to find out what happened. I need to get to work, and emergency services are en route, so they'll get the best possible care they can. Bit of an overcast day today. Looks like we might get some rain. And it's currently 12:43 in Australia or Queensland. So, mega love shout out to everyone in the house. I can't see how many people I have today. If you wish to drop your link, type in initials JR for Judgie Rob, and Nightbot will drop your house. Please feel free to connect to each other. Please also connect to my members, Riz's Life Journey, Healer 777 Mix TV, and Paps Print TV. All very good channels that do live streams. Alrighty, about to enter into a roadwork zone, so we'll slow up the pace a bit. Seems to be having quite a good run today, which is good. No issues, touch wood. Just hop out of the right lane. Let those who wish to go faster go faster. There's a very large bucket on the truck. Obviously an excavator bucket, or a loader bucket, I would say. Not that I'm an expert. That little truck's struggling pulling that load. Nice. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lanes of traffic, which is pretty cool. Certainly the whole idea of this roadworks was to open up this congested interchange of two motorways. Not sure if this new section's been opened up to normal speed limit. I doubt it, so I'll just remain on 80 k's an hour, 80 kilometres, contrary to the other traffic. The area, the motorway that's entering on the other side of the road from the right hand side, that's the one that usually gets very congested over night time or off a peak evening time. You can usually sit there for a good 20 minutes trying to get into this motorway, which makes for a long day if you do 8 hours, 9 hours at work and then spend a good couple of hours in the car driving to and from work. So it can make your day, close to a 14 plus hour day. Sort of pink Yaris. One of the cool features in Brisbane, a lot of the busways have their own freeway, so the road that's on the far right hand side of the motorway is actually a two-way bus road, so the buses can travel back and forward without all the traffic and all the issues that you potentially have on the traffic, so they can keep to their schedule better. So if you are a user of public transport, you can rest assured that unless there's issues on that road itself, that you'll meet your scheduled time that you expect. You'll notice all over the place, lots of cameras everywhere. Like I said yesterday, there's lots of cameras. They try and detect whether or not you're using your phone. What I said yesterday was a little bit incorrect. What I meant to say was that driving while texting is similar to the effect of driving while under the influence. Not worse, not whatever, it's similar to so both driving under the influence of drugs and alcohol and driving while texting is as bad as each other. You lose concentration and you can cause a severe accident. So welcome to Judgie Rob's driving live stream, giving Brisbane people an idea of what the traffic flow is at this time of the afternoon. It can vary from time to time, and it also gives an insight to my other friends and other people around the world what our traffic's like. Fortunately, at this time of day, the traffic's not that bad. We can come into a bit of issues, but it's usually not that bad. A famous hidden speed camera. Traffic's building a little bit now, so let's see how we go. Totally different. This gimbal likes to bounce around a little bit, the actual tripod, and then it sends it in a different direction. So, welcome to the city of Brisbane. Brisbane City is a river city built around a river that S-bends throughout the city. So, it's quite a beautiful city if you're travelling along the river on a ferry. So you can have a look at the river as I drive past. This part of the road is a bit annoying at times. There's quite often people will not take the time and patiently sit in the right hand or sit in the middle lane to get onto the inner city bypass, and they'll take every opportunity to merge in at last minute. So it always pays to have your concentration up to a high level and just allow for traffic to flow in and out. Don't have to be mean about it and block people off. Alrighty, it's 3 minutes past 1 o'clock in Brisbane. Having a really good run this afternoon out to the airport. Don't actually work at the airport, I work in the surrounding area. It's convenient when you want to fly out somewhere on the weekend, you can park your car at work. But it's not ideal to park your car at work if you're going away for a couple of weeks, because there's limited car spaces and it makes it awkward for everyone else. Hop up into this right lane. Saves me merging further up. bounced a bit. That bridge up there is another one of those bus motorways, I think. Into the middle lane. To the right. Driving through the ICB tunnel, so inner city bypass tunnel. I believe above the tunnels, the showgrounds for Brisbane Exhibition showgrounds. And we'll pop back in the left lane and we'll go up Sandgate Road. Almost had a bad incident here the other day where a car was in the far left lane and decided to do a U-turn in front of the car in the lane left of me and then right in front of me. And I managed to avoid it, but it was very, very close. It pays to have your concentration levels up nice and high. 'Cars are getting a bit close to me as they're coming through, but as I can see on my safety cameras, my car's well within the lines. Watch out for motorcycles, they'll just come out of anywhere, as that fella just did. Repco starts with the parts. Very good, reputable company. That's where I buy all my parts from. see the technique of that bike. He's very close to getting hit, man. Very surprised he didn't get hit by that utility. Trying to squeeze down between the utility and the van. Very dangerous driving. They have a term for motorcycle riders like that. They call them temporary Australians, because they won't be around very long if they keep driving like that. They'll injure themselves or worse. Now, just a bit of a tip if you're ever driving on this road. Quite often you can get held up by cars doing right-hand turns, and it's very hard to get out of the right lane. So it pays to look ahead, and if you see in the distance someone doing a right-hand turn, take the opportunity to merge into the left lane. I like this area. There's a really nice vegan restaurant. Not that I'm vegan, I'm doing a vegetarian diet at the moment. And yeah, it's a really nice vegan restaurant. Vegan Thai called Utang. Not getting sponsored by them at all. I just really like their food. They're really nice food. I can quite often just drive along here, dial in through the car on hands-free, call them up, and then just pick it up as I drive through to work. Usually takes about 10 minutes. So I pick my timing, usually when I just merge onto this road, and give them a call and have some delicious lunch. So they're just there on the left. Quite hard to get a car park in there, but that's why it's ideal to phone ahead and just double park for a second and hop out and pay for your meal. So if you're interested in a really nice vegan restaurant and you live in the Brisbane area, it's at Clayfield, Sandgate Road, and it's called Utang. U and then Tong, Tong. They have a really good website as well, so you can look at the pictures of their food, and it's quite accurate. In the distance is a tower, a white tower. I'm not sure if you can see that far. That is the Brisbane Airport control tower, or one of them. Yeah, and as I said, there's some cars doing some right-hand turns above, but it looks like it's going to keep going, so we'll just stay in this lane. Yeah, that's cool. So he's gone round. This area of Brisbane is quite an old area. A lot of old Queenslander houses. The Queenslander houses are raised. There's a house raised on stumps, raised high. It allows some airflow under the house and keep the temperature at a reasonable temperature. So the shopping centre across there is Toombul Shopping Centre. If I'm adventurous enough and like to get up early, I can come in early, see a movie, and then head off to work. Now this road's a bit tricky. I need to get myself into the right lane. There's quite a bit of fast traffic, so I just safely merge across. And I've done so. So, Meg love shout out to everyone in the house. Thank you for joining my Wednesday daytime version of driving to work. Might change the name of it to live traffic update in Brisbane so people can see what the roads are like at a certain time. But we'll wait and see. Sometimes you can catch an aeroplane flying over this bridge, but I don't see any aeroplanes in the sky today. Queensland government have slowed down the arrivals into Queensland due to the amount of people currently in hotel quarantine. So if you arrive in state from overseas or interstate and you're from a hotspot, you have to serve a 14-day quarantine period in a hotel that's governed by the government. And it costs you about $3,000 and it's at your expense. So if you've got 3,000 Australian dollars and you wish to spend 14 days in a hotel and not be able to come out, feel free to travel from the hotspot, but I think it's a bit silly unless you've got a dire need. Alrighty. Overhead is a SkyTrain, which is a elevated train platform that takes people from the city to the airport. Even though our public transport system uses it, our public transport trains use it, it's a private enterprise, and the fare from the city to the airport is approximately $17 last time I used it, so it's not overly cheap, but still better than other options. Alrighty, I'm about to end my live stream with our view of our aircraft parked up for our pandemic. Thank you very much for your support. Have an awesome day. God bless. Goodbye.